Hi friends, and welcome to the program. Today we're headed north by northwest. We're going all the way up to Kenora on Ontario's sunset side, and we're going that far to fish Hawk Lake. We're going to be the guests of Ted and Virginia Putnam up at Hawk Lake Lodge, and we're headed to this exclusive drive-in camp, not only because they're the only operator on this lake, but they're also an Orvis accredited lodge, and for you fly fishermen, you know what that means. There aren't very many of them in the world. We're going there for us though, because they're supposed to have big walleye, some outstanding lake trout, and outside smallmouth bass. Now, if you know me, there's not much I like better than a big old walleye to chase after. And even though pro staffer Nick Lilly and I only have 2 short days to do this in, Ted assures us that's plenty of time to at least get a taste of what this place has to offer. Now, they've got dozens of portage lakes where you can have a lake of your own for the entire day, and we're going to try to get to at least one of those in our short time window. Friends, I'm your host, Kyle Randall. This is my Wilderness Journal, and we're headed north by northwest right now. We dropped our gear in a dandy cabin and headed straight out onto the lake. Sam Bowes would be our guide this first day, and he took us out and put us right on top of him. Come up here, you know, he acts like he wants to get away. I don't understand it.
Oh, there's another one right behind him.
Yep, another nice fish following. There's a boat. There's our first fish of the trip. You were absolutely right. He said, we'll fish this shoreline and we'll pick up some nice smallmouth and then we'll work around and get a walleye or two. So, geez, it did take kind of about 5 minutes though. Come here, you. That's a start. All right, we'll put that one back. You'll be here when the next guy gets here. No worse for the wear, just like that. I like it. Go back and see if we can find his grandpa. Where's grandpa? Sam obviously knew the lake. He'd taken us out and literally parked us right on a bunch of fish. We had just started working down the shoreline, hadn't been fishing more than 5 minutes, and this time it was Sam's turn.
Oh, a couple fish right around him there. See him following him in. Very nice.
Watch that fish, follow that bait out there.
Yeah, they were a little school. That's just a little fish for here, but that's a pretty little fish. There we go.
Hawk Lake was already living up to its advanced billing. We weren't doing anything special. We were in the first spot still, just working the shoreline, pitching some body baits and jigs, and oh, I caught you. Yeah, there's a better fish. Come on up here. We're just going to take your picture. We're going to let you go. Boy. Every time he sees you, Nick, he runs away. What does that mean? Look at that.
It's a nice fish trout.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That is a dandy right there.
That's one of them.
Oh, now, come on. Come here. That is a pretty fish, and a great way to get started. We haven't been fishing 10 minutes. That is exactly what we come for. Some of these, some great walleye. That's what the brochure says. We're gonna find out. But I'll tell you, I'm impressed already. That's a nice start. All right. Thanks for making me look good, buddy. We caught a few more there, and then Sam moves us to another spot, and as soon as we started fishing there,
Mosquito got caught on a rock.
The mosquito did it, huh?
Actually, I got a fish.
I was gonna say,
It didn't hit it.
The mosquito.
I didn't even feel it hit it.
Well, you were busy playing with that mosquito.
Never been so happy for mosquitoes before.
There you go. Not a bad fish either.
No, not at all. But it really hardly even hit it. Score one.
Sweet.
Yeah, score one for the mosquito, huh?
I think that's what you should do.
There we go.
Mosquito fishing.
You gotta love it.
He says, there's a mosquito biting me. Oh wait, maybe it's a fish biting me. maybe I'm getting bit twice. Put it back. What's wrong with you?
All right.
All right. Go back to playing with your mosquito or whatever you were doing.
No sooner had Nick got back to messing with his mosquito and I hooked up a fish, only this one ran for the shoreline and got tangled up in enough lumber to build a cabin.
Well, I need a chainsaw for this one. I can't. That's where they live.
Come on, swim out of there. Come on, get him.
Okay, stop. Look in the water. Look at all the junk this fish is wrapped in.
Come on out of there.
I tried. There. Oh,
Sorry, Nick.
stick. I told you there's a bunch of sticks. Darn it. That was a big old fish there. Whew. That was what you were supposed to catch. And, well, we did for a little while.
Sam had us on some really good fish that morning, but there were more surprises in store. We decided to take a break, pull up and eat some lunch, stretch our legs, and just as we were finishing our sandwiches, Sam said, this little stream we're looking at that connects the main lake to one of our portage lakes, there's sometimes some real good smallmouth get holed up in this thing. You ought to grab your rods and give it a try before we leave. Friends, when the local guy tells you of an extra, a special opportunity, you might want to pay attention, because... Taking Sam's advice, Nick and I walked down to the water's edge. We started throwing some gulp baits, and in the gin clear water, you could actually see the smallmouth dart out and smack your bait.
Here he comes. There he ate it.
I saw that.
There, I did too.
There we go.
There. Found him. Look at that.
That actually worked out.
Oh, right there where it belongs, right in the beak.
Hey, you.
That's another chunk of a bass, isn't it?
Yep.
Boy, there's some big smallies here. What do you think?
Nice bass.
Yeah, it's kind of a different way too. Stop for lunch here, look over, and there's bass swimming around in the plunge pool. That's a pretty good way to take a break.
Absolutely.
All right, put him back, Mr. Show-Off.
One cast, one fish, that's pretty good no matter where you are, but it turned out we were just getting started.
Oh yeah, you got a good fish there, boss.
Another big one right beside him.
Andy.
Wow. They do fight. Tennessee boys come down and talk about their creek bass. This is a Hawk Lake Creek bass.
All right.
That's a really nice bass.
Yeah, you think? That is exactly what you come to Hawk Lake Lodge for. This is just the spot we stopped for lunch.
That's just a little creek that runs between Bass Bay and Bass Lake, and it's got some pretty nice fish.
Friends, we really had just stopped in this spot for lunch. We weren't headed here to fish or anything. Sam just said, hey, there's sometimes some fish here, and it turned out to be so good, they actually let me give it a try. And
I don't think we're training them.
Oh, there he goes.
There, we haven't trained them all. There's one right there.
Boy, they're strong.
There's another giant bass swimming right underneath them. Not giving up. Look at that. There's another one, a double. That's like two, right?
There we go.
Well, it was two. Let me sneak past you on a land.
Absolutely, I'm feeding them.
Look at that. That is a big old good one. Look at that, boys and girls. Children of all ages, that is a smallmouth bass. That is exactly what we came for. That's 4 pounds of bass, Nick. It's a dandy. Look at that thing. Ooh, big old fat belly, fight like a truck. You shouldn't have broke off your line. This is fun.
Put him back.
now I should tell you, friends, we weren't picking on some little bitty fish trapped in some little pocket. These fish were up in this stream feeding, and they were big fish. We worked our way along this little river,
And I don't know how many we caught, but it was a bunch. It was almost too much to walk away from. I decided to go down the edge, try one more cast before we left to go fish some more of the main lake. It was definitely worth the effort.
4 or 5 pounds, Roland. This is a big bass. This is what you come all the way up here for. Look at this. This thing's got shoulders and bumps on its shoulders. This is a big one. Look at that. Look at that. Longer than my forearm and at least 5 pounds. That is a smoker. Right here out of this little connective creek. We just stopped for lunch. It was raining a little bit. We got out to have a sandwich, and Sam saw some bass in there. He said, why don't you just throw a hook out there with a leech, see what happens. That's what happens right there. And you notice I'm making Nick work and I'm catching all the fish. That's what you get for catching the best fish yesterday.
The fishing in that small stream was nothing short of amazing, and that's just where we stopped for lunch. The whole day was like that. We caught so many great fish that would have been trophies no matter where you hooked them. I was beginning to wonder how in the world will they top this tomorrow. Hey, thanks again, Sam, for a great job and a great day on the water. I went to bed that night thinking, well, what's tomorrow going to be like in this place? And bright and early, Ted had us up and headed for a portage lake. We were going to spend the morning doing some small lake fishing, and then try to work our way back out to the main lake in time for the evening walleye bite.
And we have how many different portage lakes?
We have private access to 19 lakes.
And one of your customers would be the only person on any of those.
Private lake for the entire day, all to themselves.
And 19 of them, they could fish a different lake every day for a week and never get to half.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this was the only side lake we were going to have time to sample on this trip. So we got our gear in the boat and got after it.
Look at the face on the side of that cliff. It's beautiful.
And it didn't take long at all to see it wasn't just the fishing that'd be different on this kind of lake. There was some tremendous scenery as well. This is part of the reason I like fishing these out lakes or portage lakes so much. That and of course the fishing.
Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Gonna be a good day.
I guess that's as good a start as any.
Not only did this side lake have a lot of smallmouth in it, it was sheltered a little calmer, and that meant we could fish for them with surface baits. And if you know me, that's absolutely my favorite way to chase a smallie.
For me, smack that plug. How's that? There we go. All right, just swing her back this way and I'll pop him right out. On a surface popper, just the way I like them. I don't know, 2.5 pounder. I'll put him back.
There. Sit, Dubu. Sit. Good boy.
You've got some well-trained fish here, Ted. I don't know how long it took you. Oh, that was fun. I love that surface bite.
Friends, we had a great day on that smaller lake. If anything, it was over much too soon.
Fishing a portage lake like that, the small lake experience, having it all to yourself, that's something I truly enjoy. And when you combine that with the number and the size of the fish we caught that day, it was going to be pretty tough to pack everything back up and head out to the main lake again. It's tough to leave fish to find fish, if you know what I mean, but Ted assured me it's going to be worth it.
So tell me, Ted, how long have you had Hawk Lake Lodge?
I was a guest for 10 years, and 3 years ago I took my coat and tie off and decided where I want to spend the rest of my days.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
And how have you found it? I mean, obviously, you have some pretty stellar fish, and we've been here for about 15 minutes, and in between rainstorms, we've caught 15 bass that I'd say are as good as you'll find anywhere. So that part is obviously happening. What about the rest of it? How do you like, running it into people?
Oh, you got one?
Good fish on, I think.
A good fish on? I would hope so. That's what we came for.
Oh, that's a good walleye, I bet.
We didn't come for any bad fish. Nice and easy. Boy, that's a good one too, buddy.
Yeah. Here we go.
You weren't kidding, Ted. There's some big fish in here, man.
Oh, lots of.
He doesn't want nothing to do with that net.
Well, he's seen Ted before and he doesn't really like the look in his eye.
Yeah, I think that'll work quite nicely, guys. Oh boy,
Look at that.
heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think it's huge.
What do you think, Nixter? That's a walleye, buddy.
There you go. All right.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Now that is a Walter. What do you give that? That's 6 or 7 pounds of fish, man.
Oh, easy.
It's heavy, oh yeah.
That's a
That is a
27-inch fish
dandy.
right far. Good fish.
That not the biggest walleye you ever caught?
It's gotta be.
Yeah. First night
First
out?
one, yep.
That is
Not
awesome.
bad for 10 minutes of fishing.
How do you get so lucky, man?
Fortunate, I guess.
I think you just came to the right place.
Absolutely.
It's great.
27?
Yep.
That'll work.
Mammoth fish.
You done now? Now you're gonna work? Now Ted and I can fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
camera guy. Put
our
it back.
turn. It's
You
our
big
turn.
show off.
Someone else catch you later.
There you go.
Love it.
Nicky, sit down and do your job, man.
All
That's
right.
fantastic.
I'm just kidding. Nice fish. Great
Thank you.
fish. No, thank you. That was awesome.
So when you-
Friends, a walleye like that was definitely worth moving back out to the main lake for. And not a half hour later. Oh, yeah. Boy, Ted, you know when they see you, they go the other way like they want to get away or something. That's a good one, boys. Oh, yeah. Good's just real heavy, you know. Thump, thump, thump.
The walleye head shake.
There it is right there. I hope we get this in the boat because I'm sure it's a ½ inch longer than the one you caught. I can tell from here, can't you, Ted? Look at that. Boys.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Look at that fish.
Thank you, Ted. What a monster of a walleye.
Wow.
There. Wow. Look at that. Even missing half a tail, I got you whipped. Look at that thing. The sun is going down. The rain is holding off just long enough. We've got 2 days, and he says, no problem. I'll take you out, throw you on a couple of 30-inch walleye. It's not a big deal. Hawk Lake Lodge, you're a man of your word, Ted.
Well done.
I'm going to measure it just so Nick knows, but
That he
we
was
know.
beat, yeah.
I mean, we know. What a smoker. Nick, my fish is too long. Would you hold one end for me, buddy? I think that was a no. It's only 28 and a half, Nick. What was yours?
Bigger than that.
Liar. There, folks, is a 28 and a half inch walleye. Right there. We've been fishing for, I don't know, 45 minutes. And you said, slow down, slow down, slow down. You were right. We're gonna put her back so she's here when the next guy or gal get here. And I hope you get a hold of it. I do. This is awesome. Look at that. That is a monster of a walleye. You just, I guess she's ready. She feels like she wants to go. Yep, there she goes. Thank you, Ted. That was great.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but we weren't done yet. Sure does.
We got us a big Walter, do we?
Oh, we got a big something. It feels
Big
like
something's
Walter.
always good.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me if you think you're ready and I'll scoop.
I'm ready.
All right, here we are. We're right here. Head first. Look at that.
Oh.
And I can't tell you. Boy, Nick, I think his fish is a ½ inch longer than yours, too. Let me pull that hook for you.
Wow.
I got
All right, there you are. Awesome, man. Look at that
Wonderful.
walleye.
wonderful.
That's the Hawk Lake ride right there, eh?
Oh, wow. We got to measure him real quick.
All right, we can do that. We need a picture, too.
That's a
Fish got away easy. 8-10 pounds. You there? 29 and a quarter, buddy. Let me give you your fish back and I want to snap a picture of you, okay?
Yep. So heavy.
That's a nice shot. It ain't never gonna get any better than that.
Oh, God. There she goes.
Nice job, man.
Excellent. It's going to be a good day.
I don't know how you do what you do, but I'm glad you do it.
Oh,
Wow.
Ted Putnam, you are indeed a man of your word. Those were some tremendous walleye, some of the biggest I've ever caught. Friends, we may have only had a couple of days to enjoy ourselves at Hawk Lake, but I assure you, we made well more than a week's worth of memories doing it.
Oh, there you. Look at that. That's a good start.
Look, this thing's got shoulders and bumps on its shoulders.
Look at that, boys and girls. Hey, get your own fishing pole. What's the deal?
This one
there?
was already ready to go.
Oh, thanks. You noticed that, huh?
Yep.
Hit him. Stamp him. There's a big. Oh, you had him.
There's no surprise here.
Mosquito getting caught on a rock.
The mosquito did it, huh?
Actually, got a fish. Never been so happy for mosquitoes. But
There. Oh, sorry, Nick.
Stick.
That's why they call it gulp. I love it. Look at that. That's a nice chunky.
Oh, buddy. Awesome.
Wow.
What we came for.
That's a good one.
look at that.
Oh yeah.
Now that is a Walter.
27?
Yep.
That's a good one, boys.
Oh, yeah.
You Ted? Look at that.
Even missing half a tail, I got you wet.
It's only 28 and a half, Nick. Is a giant, buddy. Look at the head on that fish.
Awesome, man.
29 and a quarter, buddy.
Look at the face on the side of that cliff. It's beautiful.
Not that face. I got to tell you, this has been a lot of fun. One of the best day and a halves I've ever had in fishing.
What a tremendous couple of days. So many quality fish in such a short time, it's a little hard to believe even now. Hey, I want to thank again my pro staffer and fishing buddy Nick Lilly, and we certainly want to thank Ted and Virginia, every single person up at Hawk Lake Lodge. You did so much in such a short time to make our stay so good. We truly look forward to getting back there. We didn't even get a chance to sample the fly fishing. Hey, I gotta tell you, friends, if this is something, though, that you're interested in, if you want to do a drive-in experience that still has some quality fishing, you get a hold of Ted and Virginia up at Hawk Lake Lodge. They're going to take you out and show you the exact same opportunities, the same water and fish they showed us. My advice, however, is make sure you leave yourself, 3 or 4 more days to soak it all in. The next time we go back, I assure you it'll be for a longer stay. Hey, we truly hope to see some of you up there enjoying the big walleye and the great smallmouth. And if we do, well, we're going to stop and share a cup and a fire. And if we don't see you up there, friends, well, then we'll look for you right back here, where we'll share another adventure from my wilderness journal.
Thanks again, Ted and Virginia, Sam, everybody up at Hawk Lake Lodge. We had a great trip. The Wilderness Journal is underwritten by